Good morning. Good morning on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on Instagram. Good morning. My name is Helen Bullen. I'm a business mentor. Previously, though, in my previous world, I've been an osteopath where I ran a very successful clinic and I got asked how I did it. So about 7 or 8 years ago, I've only been retired 3 years as an osteopath. About 7 or 8 years ago, somebody said to me, how do you do it? And it sort of snowballed from there. So I've become a business mentor now, retired from doing osteopathy, and I do business mentoring. I was going to say full time, but I don't work full time. I work the hours I want to work. Now, before we start today, I need a little sip of this coffee. And this mug is really apt. It says stroppy before coffee. So let me have a quick slurp and all will be good. It's Woohoo Wednesday today, and I feel a little bit humpy today. Do you ever feel that on a Wednesday? Now, I always come on and say, don't feel like it's a hump day. It shouldn't be. It's Woohoo Wednesday. And if you've seen me before on any of these lives, you know what you have to do now. You have to type in Woohoo and try and get the longest Woohoo you can, because that seems to be a competition. I'm here to just say that Wednesday, if you're feeling a little bit down, and I'm not down at all, I think I just got up later than I do normally, but if you're feeling a bit down, and it's something to do with business or life, then make some changes. Wednesday is a great day. I'm seeing the woohoos. Thank you for those. Wednesday is a great day for getting up, getting going, and pretending like it's a Monday or like it's a New Year's Day. It's a new day. It's a new start. If you are rushing towards Friday every week, unless you've got a big party or a wedding on the Saturday, I get that rush towards the end, but you should never rush through your life. If you're getting to the Friday because you just can't bear your week and your weekend is great, but then when it gets to 4, 5 o'clock on a Sunday and you start to dread going back to work, then you need to change something. The same if maybe you're dreading getting to the weekend because you don't like your life. You need to make changes. And today I'm going to talk about how to commit to it, because I'm going to be all clear and out there. I've got my online course, the mentored version, which I've done twice this year, but I'm only going to do it once next year. It's not coming back till this time next year. I am doing the mentored version starting on the 3rd of, Tracy couldn't find me on Facebook. I'm there. Ben's over on Facebook. If somebody's on Facebook, can they tag Tracy that's in the membership? They'll know which Tracy it is. Tag her and she'll be able to find you. So I am bringing out my online course. You can buy the course anytime and do it on your own, but I'm doing the mentored version. So you get to work with me for 5 weeks. So today I thought I'd talk a little bit about the bones of what's in the course and why I've called it Commit to Achieve Your Best in Life and Business. Because somebody said to me one day, well, that's a bit airy fairy. It doesn't really say what it's got on the tin. But when I'm working with business owners, I have some principles that I work by. Now, they're nothing special. They're no magic. You know, sometimes people go, I've got a magic system. Pay me and I'll tell you. No, these are all things that you know you should do, but probably aren't doing all of them. And the mistake that often business owners make is they think they need to know how to run their business, which is true. How to do the website, how to do the social media, how to. They get all that, or maybe they don't. They don't know where to get it from, or they're very confused. But if you haven't got the other elements that I put into it, like looking after yourself, like having a really strong why, I'm going to go back over these in a minute, right? Really knowing why the hell you're running your business. Is it to make you money? Is it to satisfy a craving that you love what you do and you just want to have every day that isn't a work day because you love what you do? That'll be my world. You know, what is your why? Is it strong enough to push you forward? Then you have release limiting beliefs. Now, this one is the biggie. How many people listening now, and you tell me in the comments, I'd love to hear in the comments, have things that hold you back? So you either think that you feel like an imposter or other people can do it. So you compare yourself to others and it stops you. You worry what others will think. You don't believe you can do it. All those types of mindset, no matter how much you know about running a business, if you have those, and I would say everybody has little moments of limiting beliefs, or even big moments of limiting beliefs for many, it will stop you doing it. So that's why with my Commit to Achieve principles, I talk about all these things together to create your best life and business. You don't want to create a great business and hate life. You don't want to create a business that's so fabulous that you have to work in it all the time. That is great, but then you eventually hate it because you never get any time off. So for me, it's about the whole thing. People say about, is there such a thing as work-life balance? I just think there's a balance. There is a balance of having a job you like and a life you like. And throughout your life, you'll be changing things and tweaking things. And those that have watched my business journey know, and predominantly I've stayed doing similar things to what I do. But when I don't want something, I make a change. I may not do it instantly, but I make changes. And you can too. The last principle I've not mentioned is to take effective action. How many times do you procrastinate about doing something and it's a job that just needs to be done, maybe a job you don't want to do in your business, because there's a few of those and you can outsource them as you get more money. But there are a few jobs that sometimes you're like, I hate this. I just want to go and do the job I do. I don't want to do the marketing or whatever. How many times do you do that? And then you're just busy being busy, never actually sitting your butt down and getting the job done. So I talk about, and I think that's one of the best things that I do, I'm going to big myself up today, is about saying, just do it. 10 minutes, put the timer on, turn the distractions off, sit down, do the job. I get so much done in a short time. Today, if I wanted to, although I have got a couple of things, so that would be a lie, I could probably finish by about 11 if I wanted to today. And that's because I've got extra things. Yesterday, I did a live at 7. I went to lunch at 12, saw somebody at 4, did a bit of work in the evening. I can do that because I've created a business that I can do that in. That's my choice. That wasn't always the way. I used to have a bricks and mortar business that I worked in 6. I probably worked 7 days a week, if I'm honest, because I was doing the marketing too. I was busy being busy, doing sort of scattergun marketing, throwing it out there and hoping it stuck. I was doing the sit, wait and hope marketing when I first started, which is where you just hope that somebody will walk in. I had a clinic and I'd see one client at like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I'd have another one at 2. And in between that gap, I would just sit there and wait and hope somebody else would knock on the door. And did they always know? I just didn't know how to do my marketing. In my defense, there wasn't such a thing as social media when I started. And if you are maligning social media right now and saying, I hate it, I don't like it, don't want to be on it, wish it had never been invented. As a business owner, it is a free tool. Predominantly, you can use it for free. It's a free tool to get your business out there. Right now, I'm screening to lots of people. I hope if you're on here, please say hi so I can see how many, or maybe people watch you on catch up. I didn't have these tools. In my day when I started, this is the reality of how it used to be. You either put an advert in the paper, which cost you a lot of money. You maybe put a banner up or sponsored some sort of team. Again, quite a lot of money and quite random. You relied a lot on customer care, and there's nothing wrong with that because I still believe in excellent customer care. That brings the clients in. The other one was a leaflet drop, and a leaflet drop, waste of bloody time. And you might get 1 out of 5,000 leaflets. And if you were like me, I'd think, I don't want to pay anybody to do it. I'm going to walk around all the houses. It's hard work. So right now, the fact that you can just click on and do social media is actually an advantage. And I think for a lot of business owners, we tend to go, no, I hate it. I don't want to do it. What we actually hate about it, the truth is us losing our time scrolling, right? That isn't running your business. That is busy being busy, wasting time. If you focus on what you're doing, you get in and do it. Like, I know I wasn't on holiday. I've been on holiday, but mostly at 7:30 on a Wednesday morning, I'm here. So people start to expect me to be here. And that increases my viewings, etc. Right, I'm going to have a little look. So there's some comments on here. I did. I don't now. Thank you. Oh, that's a pleasure, Lucy. I've worked with Lucy. I hope you're getting on all right. Got to go walking around the park and keep losing you. Well, that's careless. Put me on a lead or something. I've got Ben. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Andre. Good morning, Daniela. Oh, Daniela, you've got a long woohoo. You may have won there. Ben's tagged Tracy. Thank you. Tracy's found me. Twinkle and Sparkle reporting for duty. Ben and Tracy, during lockdown, they both in my membership. And for some reason, we started calling them Twinkle and Sparkle. Very long story with a lot of innuendos and very funny. Right, let me call out who else is here. So I've got Berta. Hi, Berta. Nice to see you. I can see Lucy. I've spoken to Lucy. It's on my Instagram. If you're on any other feed, please do say say hello. Right, so how do you do all these things to put them in place? So care of self is pretty simple. Just eat a bit better, move a bit more, okay? The one thing in business I would say about caring for yourself is just take more time off. If you work for yourself, if you're self-employed, for goodness sake, please have more holidays than somebody that works in an office 9 to 5. Have more time off. I know when you start a business, that doesn't always happen, all right? But if you structure into your diary now your time off, then put your working times in, you can work a business and have time off as well. Ben's on. I know Ben's often flying to different places. He does well. Tracy's on holiday. She may be on holiday right now, I think. But I really promote that in my HB Club, my membership, is that you really need to book your time off because you will be a fresher, better person to come back and run your business. And quite often we put ourselves at the bottom of the pile because we think family or friends are more important. But you're the driving force of your business and quite often the driving force of your family life. If you don't look after yourself as that engine, you know, like a Formula One racing car, if you don't give yourself the best fuel to run on, so eating, moving more, you're not going to be your best for them. So sometimes it feels selfish, but actually it's selfish not to take care of yourself. So if you're a mum and you haven't got the energy to run around with your kids and they're thinking, oh, come on, mum, and you're too tired because of your business is running you ragged, then you're not really putting them first. You're putting you first. Put yourself first in the self-care and you will become a better person for them and your business. Business becomes so much easier to run when you're well. And I can really say that from somebody who went through, some of you will have seen my journey, 21 to 22, going through cancer, still, being checked, stage 3 breast cancer, losing all my hair, being really sick. I've never been as sick, and trying to run my business. Now I did. But those guys in my membership will know that it's a different person that's showing up right now. It's a different person. It's much easier when I'm at a healthy weight, when I'm eating great food, when I'm not having chemotherapy. My life is much easier. I kept it going. I'm strong and I kept it going. But right now, I am a different person again. I'm back in the game. That sounds terrible, but I'm back in the game of business running, and I really feel it, and ideas and wanting to do more. The next thing is knowing your why. You can change your why. So you may have started your business because you wanted to earn money or you wanted to pay your rent. I started like that. Now I run my business. I do run my business for money. And believe me, I had COVID. I had cancer for a year. My business got knocked. Okay. I also retired from a business that was making me a lot of money. So my income went right down. I get it. Even recently, I get it of not having as much money as I had before. I also get it from when I started my business, when I was in a flat that I was renting. I didn't have a fridge. I didn't have a bed to sleep on. I slept on the sofa, gave my kids the beds. I don't know how I afforded the rent. It was like touch and go. I was setting up a new business. I get it. I didn't have a cooker. I had one of those combi ovens that somebody gave me. There was a gap where the washing machine was supposed to be, a gap where the fridge was supposed to be. It didn't last long, and I managed to pick myself up, and I was doing 2 or 3 jobs at the same time. But I do get it. I do understand it. And even recently, I understand it. My world changed from 2020 completely. It's building back up again now, but it shows you can do it. Okay. So knowing your why, my why is different now to it was when I first started. When I first started, I wanted a fridge. That was what I was working for. I needed to pay the rent. Now I'm a little bit more fortunate that I have a husband. So if I don't pay the mortgage for a few months, he pays the mortgage, but I'm building it up. I want to get more people in my club. I really enjoy mentoring small business owners. That's my why, to help more people. So also financially as well. So I must add that in. Releasing limiting beliefs. This is the one, as I said before, I've really spoken about this one, is if you are stuck thinking you're not good enough, you won't be able to run your business. It is really difficult. And I really love, only yesterday, I was on a call with somebody in my mastermind, and they said, I've just had a dip. I don't know why I've had a dip. And I was a bit like, well, that happens, but I'm going to be your cheerleader. And sometimes we all need somebody who goes, it's going to be okay. Or the reality of, it's not as bad as you're saying it is it? That person, if they're listening, they will know. It's not as bad as you said it is. You've just got higher expectations. So now we work again, okay? And sometimes you just need somebody to pull you out the dip and to tell you it's okay and you are good enough. And here's the one thing I would teach you on limiting beliefs is just ask yourself the question, is it really true? Am I an imposter? So if I said a business mentor and I think, oh, I feel like an imposter, is it really true? No, it's not. I can't be an imposter. I've run so many businesses. I've done well with businesses. I probably would say if you said to me, go into a big corporation, I would manage, but I wouldn't be as happy. And I would really look at what they wanted me to do. But if you're a small business, 1-man band, 2-man, 3 people, or you're running somewhere with staff, etc., I'm good at that because I've done it, been there, done it, made the mistakes. Always making mistakes, always correcting them, growing stronger and going forward, and then sharing with other people. Don't do that, do this. So that's how I do with my limiting beliefs. Understanding how is the nuts and bolts of running your business. And in the HB Club, we do lots of that. So next month, we're doing about online courses. There's some reels. Everybody was asking about how to do reels, how to do your bios, how to get live on social media and be confident enough. So we do all of those sort of things, and websites and email lists. And they don't know there's a challenge coming in October. There's a money challenge. We do challenges where we sort of say, right, okay, let's see who can do the best. And we do it in percentages rather than in money in pounds. But yes, if you're in the HB Club and you're watching, there's a challenge coming. We haven't had one for a few months. So there's one coming. The next thing is taking effective action. And it is being effective with your action, not having a to-do list that blows your brain, that you're like, I can't even look at it. And I keep mentioning this because it is really something that makes my hackles go up. Stop writing things on your bloody to-do list when you've done them, just so you can tick them off. Give me a thumbs up, give me a heart if you, or a whatever you can do on whatever system you're on, or a yes or a no. If you do that, right? I think lots of people are guilty. And in me, it doesn't really equate in my mind. I'm like, why the hell would you write it on your list and then take the time to write it on and tick it off? It's just to make you feel better. And it's a form of procrastination. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it now. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of people that are going, oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, don't do it. It's a waste of time. Put something on to-do list that needs doing, and maybe move it to a separate piece of paper. It's one thing, do one thing at a time and get it done. Right, so my course starts on the 3rd of October. But just have a glass of water. How many of you used to watch when I had chemotherapy and I'd always have to have water? I'd be having hot flushes and I'd have a really dry mouth. That really made me flashback then. Flashback. Anyway, so my course starts on the 3rd of October. Now, here's the thing. Right now as well, I am taking new people into the HB Club. The HB Club is £67 a month and you get to work with me. I become your business. I like to say business partner, but I don't take any profit, and really you run your business. But I am there for you to discuss things. Now, I also have my mastermind, but that is by invitation only. So you have to be in my world a little bit before that happens. And you have to be somebody that's running the right sort of business for me to be mentoring you that closely. But in the HB Club, you have the power of the group. And the deal is, if you join the HB Club, you will be able to get a code to get the monthly fee off the course. So you could do both if you wanted to. You could test the HB Club. There is no contract. You can just ask to leave whenever you want to. I would suggest you need about 3 months to get yourself going in it. And there's lots to find in what we call the HB Zone, which is the library of all the things that have been taught before. So you can go and find out about social media. You can also ask if something's not there. I will create it or find somebody who can. So the course starts on the 3rd of October. You get access to the first module. Now, the course, excuse me, goes over all the things I've mentioned. So all those key principles. And it is learning how to commit to achieve whatever you want. Because you do all these things, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel confident and you're going to be able to get things done. And I'm going to take you through all those stages. And you could apply it to anything. So I applied it when I went through chemo. I didn't do it when I ran a marathon because I naturally do these things. So I probably did when I ran a marathon. But you can do all these things to achieve other things in life, but mostly you can do it for your business. And we go through each module. Each module is one of those principles that I've talked about. And then at the end of the module, the end of the week, we go live. I think we do Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. So the first one I've been will be the 10th of October, 7 p.m. I'm in live to talk with you, answer any questions you've got. And I'm happy to answer, unless they're really personal about me. But if they're business questions, very happy to answer business questions. And we go through that module and make sure you're up to date. You're doing it. So it's accountability and a place that you can come in and ask more. I'm thinking of setting up like a community as well, like a little Facebook group. So I'll asking people when they've joined if they want that. And we can do that so that you can communicate in between. And I'll be jumping in there. But if you join the HB Club, you can get the HB Club for the month. And then I will give you a code. You have to join the HB Club first so you can get the code. The code is up in the HB Club at the moment, but also I'll be sending out again to all the HB Club members, and you can get £67. Now, the deal is if you're in the HB Club, you can get £67 off the mentored version or the slightly cheaper option, which is to do it yourself. Okay, which you don't get the mentored version with me, you get the course. So, and that makes it a really reasonable price. I've had a few people buy it at that already. So if you're interested, just put HBC in the, or HB, or yes, please in the comments or whatever. I'll come back. I'll make sure the link goes above anything that I'm producing right now. If you're on my Instagram, the link is in the bio for the HB Club. If you're totally confused, just email me, helen@helenbullen.com. And if you've got questions, please just ask. You will see posts coming out about the course. And you need to be in by the weekend. Okay, it's a short sign up for this. I'm not doing a long sign up. I don't want to give you time to be like, oh, do I, don't I? It's either yes, I'm in, or no, I'm not. And I'm happy whichever way you fall. But I think it's time to make a decision. I like to help you make fast decisions, not decisions you haven't calculated and thought about, but fast decisions, because that makes it better as well. Right, let's have a look at my comments here. Oh, Lincoln. So I've seen, Lincoln. Oh, it might be Anne-Marie. I'm not sure, but nice to see you on here. So hopefully waving to everybody on Instagram. A very late woohoo to all, says Sue Ford. Right. Has it been useful? Tell me in the comments. Give me a yes if it's been useful today. What one thing will you pick out of those principles to go and do? Will it be that you're going to set a timer and sit down for 10 minutes and get something done that's been hanging around on your to-do list? Will it be that you stop writing things on your to-do list when they've already been done, ticking them off? Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop it. Because it makes me twitch a bit. It's like, oh my God, we haven't got time for that. Just get on and do the stuff. Will it be that you go for a walk today, a 10-minute walk? Will it be that you eat better, look in your fridge and go, maybe? Will it be that you don't drink that wine this evening because it's a Wednesday? Don't drink wine to a Friday, whenever it is. I don't want to be prescriptive to what you do, but you know yourself the bits that you're not looking after. Sit for 10 minutes and do nothing today. That is a big challenge, and one that I give often when I do the 10-10 challenge. Maybe you're going to ask yourself the question. Let's finish on this one. Tell me in the comments what you're going to do. And if you're watching on catch up, please do the same. What are you going to do today out of all these principles to help yourself move forward with your life and business? On the limiting belief one, ask yourself the question, is this what you're going to do? I feel like if you feel like an imposter, ask yourself, is that true? And I know for everybody that isn't true. It's just that you're comparing yourself to others. You just think you're not as good as everybody else. That happens to us all. We can't be the best at everything. Very few people are the absolute best at everything, but we can be good at what we do. And we can also link with people who will be our audience or maybe our customers. Or even today, I don't mind if anybody watching today never becomes my customer. If I today have helped you in some way, I'm like that. I'm like, this is good. Have another cup of coffee, Helen. It's been a good morning. Right. I will be back next Wednesday. I was starting to do Monday mornings, but I'm toying with whether I carry on doing those. But I'll definitely be back on Wednesday morning. You'll also see my posts. If you haven't liked my page, like my page. Share it if you wish. That would be lovely. Thank you very much. I just did it again. Share it if you wish. That'd be nice. Thank you very much. Make lots of comments. That'd be nice. Thank you very much. Because here's a top tip. That will help it get out to more people. But if you've enjoyed it, just let me know. Message me. I really like getting messages. As long as you're not trying to tell me I'm in the top 100 of 30 entrepreneurs in America, or you've got something that you want to sell me, or you can get me 3 million Instagram followers in an hour. I don't want any of those messages. If you get those, spam, just put you in spam. But if you want to have a chat with me or ask me anything or discuss anything about today, I am more than happy. I really enjoy it. And tag me if you can. If you're on a platform, you can tag me. It makes it easy for me to find. Right. I'm going to say goodbye to LinkedIn first. So thank you so much for watching LinkedIn. I will, I'm just going to introduce you to the Facebook people. Oh no, I'm going to not because my camera's not going to show it, but you can see a few comments on there. I'm going to introduce you to my kitchen, obviously by the look of that. Right. Somebody came round yesterday, who's not actually in my business world, but she said, oh, this is where the action happened. And she sat here. That made me laugh. Right. Goodbye, Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Right, my lovely peeps, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you could share this, I'd be really, really grateful, especially if you're on Facebook. It really helps me get the reach. And it's a bit more tricky right now on Facebook. So if you appreciate me getting up 7:30 to talk to you, that would be great. Have a great day. And yeah, do some of those principles and look out for the course coming out. If you're in the HB Club, you will get a discounted code. It's already come out to you once on email, I think. And the mentored course is good. I really enjoy doing it. And you know me. I'll give lots of value in those live sessions. Right. Speak to you soon. Have a great day. And yeah, you will be seeing it all over the place about the course. And you've got what we Wednesday, you've got about 3 days to get yourself in the course if you want to do it. Right. Speak to you soon.